Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 2 of Hot Takes. Tonight's debate topic, University Greek Life. Arguing against Greek life is Lisa Bennett, a Harvard Law graduate, and arguing for Greek life is Chad Frad and Sorority Girl? Is that correct? Your full name is Sorority Girl?
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, okay then. The rules of the game are simple. Each contestant is to convince you, the viewer, of their position. And there will be no interjecting. Each contestant will then have the opportunity to give a rebuttal. Votes will be cast after the show and decided before next episode. Miss Bennett, you're up first.
Thank you, Moderator. The college years are some of the most formative in a young person's life. It is therefore shocking that we allow Greek life to continue to persist in college society across the United States. How can we allow for this binge drinking and hazing to continue to put students in harm's way? Seriously?
My bad. Just want to get a little buzz going before we really get into it. Sorry for the interruption. Go ahead, Lisa.
You look really familiar.
Please allow me to get back to my point. These organizations are cults without the religion. Members are required to dress similar, pay exorbitant fees, and even forced into bizarre rituals just to feel a sense of belonging.
I mean, cults can be kind of cool.
You're proving my point. Youth culture glorifies degenerate behavior. Take the Nelk Boys, for instance.
Full send, baby.
This is a group of grown men who travel from fraternity to fraternity, terrorizing college towns with their drunken antics and facilitating COVID super spreader events.
Not to be a downer, but you're really coming off as a half-sender right now.
Well said, sorority girl.
Not to mention how damaging these organizations can be to young women. I was a part of a sorority and I can tell you firsthand how damaging this lifestyle can be to young women.
I knew I recognized you. I've seen your picture in my sorority house. You single-handedly led our house into slash ball. You ran the bases like 10 times. Damn, girl, you must have drank an ungodly amount of alcohol.
Dang. Okay, Lisa. Respect.
I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm a different person. Does it not bother you that your supposed sisterhood strips you of all your individuality? I know how it feels to be caught up in the bubble of Greek life. But I'm here to tell you, as someone who has survived the ordeal, that it is not worth the humiliation, and it is definitely not worth the lasting emotional trauma.
Well, that was a major bummer.
Thank you, Miss Lisa Bennett. Now, Chad Frad, Sorority Girl, the floor is yours.
Leave it to old Chad to get the party started. Alright. Look, I'm sorry that you had a negative experience with Greek life, but for many of us, it allows us to foster a really supportive community of friends and a great network to be a part of. Sure we party, and sure you have to pay your dues, but at the end of the day, it's a great thing to be a part of something that's bigger than yourself. Sorority girl?
My experience with sorority life cannot be more different from what Lisa has talked about. The stories you hear about are one in a million. Rite of passage is such a small part of joining sororities. We are much more concerned with service and leadership opportunities.
Oh yeah, sure. I bet you're solely motivated by philanthropy.
Can you try not to be so cynical, Lisa?
It's just not real life. You can't pretend to be some charitable organization and then proceed to get blackout drunk every weekend. It's just not how the world works.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on. You're just a bitter about your college years being behind you. I bet those were the best years of your lives, were they not, Lisa?
Dang. Exposed.
Can we please stay on topic?
Sorry, Mr. Moderator.
That's okay, Chad.
You've got it all wrong, Lisa. It's not like you have to be in a sorority to party. Girls can get into any party they want. It's about learning to be a part of something. Come on, Lisa, you should have some idea of responsibility that entails in joining a sorority. Or were you too busy getting blacked out at events? Being the president of a sorority or a fraternity is so much responsibility. As chapter president, I'm responsible for enforcing house rules and coordinating with university officials. We are in charge of making sure students have fun, safe, and a fulfilling experience. And that's not a responsibility I take lightly.
In conclusion, Greek life broadens a student's college experience. I know we party, and yes, our parties get wild, but when else are you going to get that opportunity to experiment and find yourself? I'm fully aware that life isn't always going to be a party, so why not party while we're young? And just, let us be kids for a little bit longer before we really have to grow up forever.
And let us party!
Yeah, let us party. Hey, it's not right here. Help me out.
Anything for you, Chad.
What is happening here? This is supposed to be a formal debate. Please don't stoop to their level. We're better than this. Can I give my rebuttal at least? Screw it.
Lisa!
Woo!